In America, black men marry outside their race more than the men of every other race put together in the United States.
I wonder why.
Marries outside of theirs, speaking of percentages. What is it about the black man that has him so addicted to any other woman except his own?
Please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating black men.
And it is the psychology of self-hatred.
Well, actually,
You keep saying it's like we don't hear you, it's like we don't care. It's because we don't.
Whether we admit it or not, some of us black women still feel some type of way when we see black men date outside of us. And it wasn't until my son pointed out my behavior in my marriage with his father, where he was just like, Mom, you're the reason why I didn't want to be with a black girl, because if that's how your woman acts.
Dealing with a like that, son.
What can we do is white
Shade! Shade! It's
what are you talking about?
How is that not your business?
I don't want no parts of it.
what did I do? What did I do? What I do? What did I do? Why are you so mad? 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 Why? Why are you so mad? Why are you threatening me?
And I really had to take accountability for that and self-reflect. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, I thought about my friends, and
I'm just trying to get to work. I'm just trying to get to work.
Let me get out of here.
Now, of course, all black women don't go to this extreme. But don't you just love it when black men try to pretend that they don't understand why other black men date outside their race?
I thought about my childhood and how I grew up. And you know, I was always raised to be independent, so that a nigga don't ever think that he could put you out.
But the way life has happened and the way I had to learn to live life, I feel like my dominance and my alpha attitude as a female, I would mess it up.
And then it's like, dang, that hyper independent mindset, although it had good intentions behind it, it really negatively affected us.
I mess it up because I've been on my own for so long. On my own. I mean, like, paying my own bills, taking care of myself, house bills, my car maintenance, everything I do for myself. 100% I do for myself.
And some of us, I can't speak for all black women, but a lot of us, we love aggressively, even though we don't intend to. And we are also very controlling.
You ain't going nowhere.
Man, you better get your ass out the way.
You gonna listen to me? I'm sick of this shit.
Even though we don't intend to. And because we're not healed and we be toxic, unless there is a man who is overly dominant and aggressive and put us in our place, because you know we love them types of toxic relationships, we don't know how to be docile and submit and love in a soft, gentle way. Even though those be our internal intentions, it just don't come out that way.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. At least she's telling the truth. But the fact that her own son told her that he doesn't want to deal with black women after watching her actions speaks volumes. So how many other black sons out there are thinking the same way?
And black women are beautiful, and it's
They are.
But
if you start talking to them, they ugly. If you can find the most beautiful black girl, but when you talk to her, man, it's ugly in the motherfucker. She got some stinking thinking. This fucked up in the way she thinks.
So black ladies, really self-reflect and think about how you're showing up as a representative of a black woman to these young black men.
Although we black men appreciate your public service announcement, the sad thing is the majority of them don't care. And that's why us black men are dating outside our race. And for the majority of black men, even if black women try to make the correction, it's too late.
Greater space to, there's an open marketplace. And the marketplace is broken black women. That is the marketplace. And if they can keep giving you content that's going to speak to your brokenness.
You the one with the prize. You got the cookie. He ain't got no cookie.
No, we don't have a cookie, but women from other races do.
Steve Harvey just dropped the knowledge we all needed to know. And I don't think many women are aware of the power of being the gatekeeper. You have the key to the garden of life in between your thighs.
The only problem is the muscle between your ears make the power between your thighs not worth the trouble.
You'll never need to get healed, and if you get healed, you don't need them anymore.
Why do you? Wait. Back up. Did you say there's the marketplace is broken black women? That's what he said.
Black women are aggressive. They don't cater to their men. They're argumentative. Bullheaded.
Back up. Did you say there's the marketplace is broken black women? That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said. And if you just look at social media and listen to black women and their unrealistic expectations, blatant disrespect for black men, and the fact that they not only will use us black men for our resources, they'll make videos telling the entire world that they're doing it.
Yeah, they didn't like that. They don't like being talked about. But let me say something. Derek Jackson, he was one of the biggest panderers, if you will, that was telling black women everything they wanted to hear. Everything they wanted to hear. They loved it. There's nothing wrong with you, queen. This is why he's doing this. This is why he's doing that. Then came all the rappers saying men ain't good for nothing but A, B, C, D. And it just, for decades, it was men are crap. Men are sorry. Men are trapping me with babies. Men ain't this. And then Dr. Umar comes along and he's like, black queen, you just stay that's how you are. You do whatever the hell you want. Have as many babies.
So I'm embarrassing to you because I got 6 kids and 6 different baby daddies. And I'm not ashamed.
You can do whatever you want. Get your degrees, build your house, go into debt. You can do all this shit, and men are supposed to still want you.
This fucked up in the way she think, and she have some unrealistic expectation of what a man is and what a man does with a woman. You know why? She ain't never seen a man.
You can cuss him out, bust him upside the head, put a baby on him, key up his car, because you have trauma. You haven't healed. You are not toddlers. And I'm tired of you guys amening being dumb and not understanding how reproduction works.
Nobody is worthy of the punani, so I gotta give it to myself. Exactly. Wow. These men are not even consistent enough with their communication and their texting for me to even put myself in a position for you to mount me. Because think about it. Yeah. You going to hang out with a man, and he thinks in his mind he can mount you.
Yes,
I'm not talking about, I can fuck her. Mount. Like, do not. Get off me. Like, I will fight. I swear to God. So I'm. It's a drought. Yeah. I just rub one out, and I just go about my day.
Not understanding that this is your body. Use it how you see fit. However, if you use it in the wrong way, it's going to have consequences. And guess what? Nobody has to give a fuck about your consequences. You don't get to pick the consequences. They don't have to give a damn. And they also don't have to like it. Not understanding that this is your body. Use it how you see fit. However, if you use it in the wrong way, it's going to have consequences. And guess what? Nobody has to give a fuck about your consequences. You don't get to pick the consequences. They don't have to give a damn. And they also don't have to like it.
Black women will be quick to say that black men need therapy, and a lot of black men do. But one thing that you will notice on social media is that black women show that they need therapy in videos way more than you see black men showing it. The fact that black women, as a majority, won't hold each other accountable is one of the main reasons why most of us black men are done with black women. So to wrap this video up, let's do it with this young man's great advice.
Good men have to learn how to protect themselves from bad women. There are a few problems that comes with being a good man that men have to be able to manage. The first woman you want to avoid is the woman that gives you all work and no reciprocity. This is the woman that's been hurt real bad in the past and had a lot of trauma and needs you to make up for it. It's not your job to save her from her triggers. Do not sign up to babysit a woman's wounds. If she's not able to reciprocate and give you something to look forward to, she's not worth the commitment.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man?
Let me just say this to people, right? Women, right? Stop always saying that you have things to bring to the table, because when you are a wife, you don't bring anything to the table but you.
You said, what are you bringing to the table? Men are tired. I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
So listen, somebody asked me, what do I bring to the table? And I told him, I don't bring anything to the table.
Now we all know Us men have been saying it over and over again that question has nothing to do with money, yet black women still pretend like they don't know it and continue to make complete fools of themselves by saying they are absolutely worthless to a man of value. And now they even got Caucasian women doing it.
Baby, once you realize that you don't need to bring anything to the table because you are the table, the setting, and the entire meal in and of itself, you are going to stop tolerating a whole lot of bullshit.
The next woman you need to avoid is the one who's never had a good man before. These are the same type of women that end up saying being a good man is not enough.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough.
He was a good man, but I just wasn't getting that spark. Brother, there was absolutely nothing wrong with you. What she was going through was withdrawal. She basically been on that toxic dope for the past 6 men and all of a sudden want to go cold turkey and get with you. Being a good man is more than enough, and if she doesn't have the appetite to embrace you, she needs to go on about her business. She only has the tools to entertain toxic men, to entertain liars, to entertain cheaters. Before you, she's had no practice entertaining a good man. What makes you think this is gonna work out?
I've only had 8 serious relationships over the past 40 years, and 4 of the women that I dated told me that they never had a man treat them as well as I did. And every one of those women, right after they said it, found a way to screw up the relationship. So if a woman tells you she's never been treated as well as you are treating her, you might as well start packing your bags.
The next woman you need to avoid is the one that is specifically looking for someone that is generous. She's looking for a trick. She's looking for a lifestyle. Get away from her.
You need income daily.
No, weekly?
No, daily. I have income daily, so you need income daily with me.
How much should a man spend on a wedding ring?
Ooh, man, it should be at least 25% of his salary.
So I'd say at least like 10K.
Probably cost about at least like $500,000? I think definitely in a 10,000 range, like 10, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, something and above, like for sure. But not 10, I'd say like 30.
If you happen to be interested in a woman and she quotes ridiculous amounts of money for materialistic things, your best bet is to end it right away. The type of woman that you're looking for has enough common sense to know better than to spend more than $3,000 on a ring for the average earning workers. This is the type of woman that you want to look out for when it comes down to the handling of money.
But for our wedding bands, for when we got married, I decided to just get them off of Etsy. And so our wedding bands are from Etsy. And then I went and looked at like how much I was like, how much? Like, this is astronomical. And so I went on Etsy and it was like $90. I was like, buy now. And then
the band that I'll wear for the rest of my life. That's
$90,
cool.
everybody.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Thank you.
Now, of course, you can spend more than $90 on a ring, but a woman who is willing to waste tens of thousands of dollars on a man's money on a wedding ring is telling you everything you need to know right up front. A woman of true value will accept a $1,000 wedding ring and then take the remaining amount of money and pay it down on the mortgage or invest it in something that will compound in interest. Women in Western culture have a serious mental problem when it comes down to the handling of money, and unfortunately, black women are at the top of that list. Just keep breathing. I guarantee you, in the near future, you're going to see a lot of these black women fail miserably financially. You do not, I repeat fellas, you do not want to be attached to one of them when it happens.
Because it's amazing. Women can go backwards in character, but they cannot go backward in lifestyle.
Oh, yes they can. If the simps would stop simping, they wouldn't have a choice.
They can go from toxic to good to back to toxic to abusive to great to But once she is introduced to daily cash apps and shopping sprees every other weekend, that is a permanent requirement. If she says she is looking for a generous man, she is looking for a trick. There is no other way to explain this. On top of that, avoid women that are disrespectful. Avoid women that don't listen. Avoid women that do not make you feel desired. And avoid women that don't want to spend money on you. A woman that's not willing to spend money on you really don't fool with you at all. Don't pretend to be toxic as a way to protect yourself from bad women. Remember to be a good man at all times. Just remember, not every woman deserves you.
Exactly. So I want you fellas out there, especially you young fellas out there, start paying attention to how these black women move. The majority of them will tell you everything that you need to know the first time you talk to them. If she spends large amounts of money on worthless crap, let her go. If she can't control her emotions, let her go. If she claims she doesn't need a man for nothing, let her go. If she listens to Steve Harvey and that sprinkle chick, and she thinks that she's the prize and doesn't have to do anything but show up, let her go. And Dr. Umar, please stop pretending you don't understand why black men are flocking to other races for female companionship. You already know, that a lot of these black women out here have serious mental problems.
Come holler at me. It's, y'all, I don't know what to say because my lip popping. And goodbye. Period. I mean it.
Yeah. Y'all got problems.
Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.